Hello, I am the People's Monarchist, a monarcho-socialist. Today, I'll be explaining the difference between being a traditionalist and being a bigot. First, we'll do tradition. Tradition is what makes a nation, and a person a person. First of all, tradition isn't exclusively a rightist thing. For example, me, I'm a leftist, but I also want to preserve monarchy as a concept, and the traditions of a nation. Tradition is what centralizes a nation as a concept. For example, the United Kingdom. People want to get rid of Charles III and the House of Windsor. I ask now, what good will it do? All it will do is weaken Britain's influence, weaken your nation, and weaken your tradition. Okay, now I to discuss bigotry. Some people think all tradition is bigotry in some way. Well, let me say something. I can understand your reason. A lot of people use tradition as an excuse to be sexist, homophobic, transphobic, and hell, even racist. Which is why a lot of people think tradition equals bigotry. One thing I can say is none of these things are necessary to have a nation's tradition. If anything, welcoming women, minorities, gays, and trans people into said tradition will only strengthen the tradition. Let's take Europe, for example, for it is the only one of the only examples. Western, Central, and Northern Europe took out any semblance of bigotry from their traditions, but kept the rest. As you can see, a lot of these nations kept their monarchies, and the ones that didn't, a lot of people still want it. And monarchy aside, they kept their other traditions as well. Or Japan. Japan took out any bigot stuff from their traditions, and look at them. They kept their religion, they kept their emperor, they kept their awesome tradition. And that is the difference between bigotry and tradition. If you're a racist, sexist, homophobic, transphobe because of tradition, well, guess what? You're not a traditionalist. You're a bigot. This was the People's Monarchist signing off, my comrades.